It's Tuesday.
Oh, I'm a little early.
We right on time, baby. We right on time. The college football playoffs, I think it's maybe the fourth round of the rankings came out today, and we are gonna talk about it.
Hey, I don't think that was. Yeah, it looked about the same. What do you think? Oh,
Speaking of looks, it looks like you ready for Saturday.
I had to start early.
I
I
like
had to
it.
get myself. I
I
had to
like
get
it.
myself psyched up.
Let's get the morale going. Let's get the morale going. Okay,
The
before
game
we
between it's the game between Ohio State and the team that we will not mention. Name we will not mention.
Oh, they know. The world knows, baby. This is the greatest rivalry, and I say it, it might be the greatest rivalry in all sports. And I'm
Hey,
just
you
gonna
can
put it on
say
the
it.
record.
Let
I'm
me
just
let
gonna
me
put
put
it
it
on the
out
record.
there.
I don't care.
Okay,
I don't care.
all right,
Leave it to
let's
the
get
comments.
it started.
So before we get to the top 10, any happy, sad moments in the top 25, 11 through 25, I guess, that you seen?
Oh yeah, well, I seen that Utah fell out. God, I like Barnes. I,
I do
him and
too.
me, we had something in common. Pig farmers. You know, my daddy raised hogs.
You've mentioned that. I don't know if we would constitute you as a pig farmer. I think they had like 12,000 pigs on a farm. I
Oh,
never remember granddad having no enterprise like that.
a hog is a hog.
Okay, all right. I seen that Utah fell out. I thought that was tragic. I mean, but it happens. I don't know if you
It is
noticed,
what
but
it is.
undefeated Liberty, they 25, baby. Add them to the rankings. Add them, add them to the rankings. What conference? I just looked too. What conference are they in? Oh, nope, that's not them. All right, never mind. It
Wait a
might
minute.
be. No,
James
nope.
Madison let me down.
See?
They lost in overtime. You said Liberty?
Wait,
Uh,
what are you talking about? James Madison. They not ranked.
they were? Oh, they weren't.
Okay. I think you losing it. Something must be in that
I
hat.
am. Too much
Also
football.
big movement in the top 25. Oregon State dropped 5 after a loss
Yeah.
to Washington last week, which I don't know. I thought
Yes.
that was a bit aggressive. I mean, that was a tough game. I know they were the ones to beat, well, according to the odds. But I
Right.
don't know. I don't know. Dropping 5 seemed a bit aggressive to me.
Well, Kay, this is the time of year where read them and weep. Either you do or you don't. And it's not,
Yep,
nothing you can do about it.
you're right. You're right. So, with that, let's talk about the top 10. So, really quick, top 10 rankings. Number 10, Louisville. It wasn't much
Uh-huh.
movement. Sorry, I should mention that. Wasn't much
Yep.
movement from last week. So number 10, Louisville. Number 9, Missouri. Number 8, Alabama. Number 7, Texas. Number 6, Oregon.
Yeah.
Number 5, Florida State. They actually dropped one from last week, which makes number 4, Washington, moved up one. Then
Right.
we got number 3, we got the team up north. Number 2, we got Ohio State. Number 1, we got Georgia. Nobody
Georgia.
in the top 10 lost last week, so that
Of
explains
course.
part of the
Yeah.
movement. But the change from Florida State and Washington, I mean, I think I've expressed the fact that I don't know why Florida State was always ranked so high, and I think Washington deserved to move up after being an underdog and beating a ranked Oregon
Right.
State. But what are your thoughts?
Right. Right. Same thing. Same thing. You kept saying, okay. And I did see that when I watched Florida State, they looked good. They were, you had that quarterback, Jordan Travis. They were just killing. And Washington, I was kind of on the bubble with that because Washington, Oregon. But they lived up to the hype. They lived up to the hype. They won. What can you say?
Yeah, they won. But they brought up some points about the fact that everybody was going back and forth about Florida and Washington like we just did. But then the one guy brought up, well, why is Michigan eh,
Oh,
why is the team up north? Why is the team up north number 3? And I said I completely agree.
it was
They did not.
he.
They did
I
not.
don't
What did you just tell me?
well,
The GC.
oh, it was game control. They have the what? The FPI, the SOS, the SOR,
Okay,
and there's
Team Up North.
another one, a GP.
Team Up North did not have GC over Maryland last week. To me,
It's control
and
the game
Washington,
from
they're
start to
unranked.
finish.
Let me go back. Unranked Maryland. Washington played a ranked Oregon State at Oregon State at night. A tough play. Everybody
Right,
kept saying it's tough to play. So why is the
right.
Team Up North 3?
They played a 2-17. I'm sorry, 3-7 North Alabama. Um, uh,
Wait. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the Team Up North.
yeah, they played North.
Why
They
are
played North
they?
Alabama.
Why is the argument? Washington and Florida State.
Oh, well, again, they started going back and forth between like, oh, why is Washington moved up over Florida State? Oh, maybe because the quarterback got hurt. And the other guy said, no, I don't think it's that. But and they were just going, well, and I think that why? Oh, we're gonna make that kind of argument. Why is Ohio State over Michigan? And the guy said, well, you go make the eye test, and I got lost. I went, whoa, what
Obviously,
are we talking about?
obviously.
Then he started throwing in the eye test. And Galloway makes the argument that, okay, you won't go by eye test. Did you think Michigan's looked good the last 2 games? And then the other guy goes, I think his name is McElroy. Oh, well, we're going to go that. Let's go Ohio State, Notre Dame. Oh, well, you bring that up every week. Ohio State, Notre Dame. You beating a dead horse. You said, did
But
Michigan play hard at Notre Dame? I
here's
got
the thing.
confused.
The Team Up North did not play a Notre Dame. We've talked about how weak their schedule has been. This is they did not look good. They played 5 games without a head coach, and the last 2 weeks they did not look great. And I think that should have weighed more in this ranking. Now, Florida State losing Jordan Travis was is going to be a huge blow. But as the what a commissioner Boo said, we don't project. We go up into this point. Now after we got a few more weeks, right? We got this week, which is rivalry
Right,
week, and then whoever
right,
plays in their conference championships, because that weighs a
right,
lot. So
right.
we got to see what the backup quarterback can even do, because as they brought up, JT Barrett got hurt in the big game, and nobody knew. Now, granted, Cardell came in and won the game, but we didn't have to maybe worry about the ranking because he was able to. But so did this backup. He came in and won the game. The game wasn't as big, but he won the game. Now he has a big game this
That's true.
weekend, and I'm talking Florida
Right.
State backup quarterback. You like him? What's his name?
Who? For who?
Tate Rodemaker.
Oh,
So
Roadmaker. Yes,
yeah,
Roadmaker.
yeah.
Right.
So I think they got, except for the team up north, I think they got the rankings pretty much right.
I
I
do too.
think what I think we need to talk about is the elephant in the room is
Go ahead.
with Ohio State being number 2 and the team up north being number 3, they play each other this week. One of them is going
Yes,
to
I
lose,
do.
which means one of them will not play in the Big Ten championship because they're both Big Ten. I always forget this, East or West. I
That's
can't
right.
remember.
That's right.
So
I think they win. Whoever wins the Big Ten championship. That's I
well,
think. Oh,
wait. They you jumped in the gun. They have to play Iowa.
oh, not so fast, my friend. Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. Oh,
So
Northwestern.
okay.
Oh,
So
you're right. Absolutely.
whoever
I'm jumping the
wins
gun.
whoever wins this weekend has to play Iowa in the Big
Right.
Ten championship. So,
Right.
I know they did that whole chaos theory. I don't like it because that's not logical, right? So, if we're speaking realistically, Georgia will win this weekend. And Georgia and Alabama are locked for the SEC championship. Is it a chance Bama
Right.
could beat? I think the questions you have to ask: is there a chance that Bama could beat Georgia?
Whoa. And I would say, whoa. I don't know.
Okay.
Question mark. Question
Okay, I'm
mark.
not mad. It could be rhetorical. I don't know how I feel about that either. So then you
It could
say
be
that could go. That could go. So if we skip
that
over
good.
2 and 3, which we know, Washington Washington is locked in for the Pac-12 championship, but
Right.
Oregon has to beat Oregon State this weekend, and
Yeah.
Arizona has to beat Arizona State. There is some kind of wonky thing, like if Oregon loses this weekend and Arizona wins, then Oregon's not in the championship. Again, that's kind of not the way
You
Oregon's been
know,
playing.
if. Let's just play Saturday, then let's revisit it. I hate these. Oh, if they do this, if they do
But
that. It doesn't
yeah, I
mean
mean,
anything.
okay, you're right, but this is a big weekend, and this is a big weekend
Yeah.
for a few teams. It's not all stock, lock, and barrel, as they
No.
say.
Florida State plays Florida. Florida's not that shabby.
It's a rivalry, and what do we always say?
You never know. You never know the rivalry team.
And they're playing in the swamp.
You can be
So
1-10, and you
yep,
go play, and then halftime
yep,
it'd be 3-3. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
yep,
It's a
and it's
mental thing.
yep.
It
Yep. And
is.
it's two backup, and they have the two backup quarterbacks. And I mean, I guess we shouldn't look it over. I
Oh,
don't think it's a big deal. It's a rivalry, but Alabama plays Auburn this weekend. Auburn hasn't been the Auburn we know in a while,
no.
so I'm not worried about that.
Hey,
Bama's been getting better and better and looking great. And then, sorry, go ahead.
excuse me. Did New Mexico beat Auburn last week?
It's a
Just throwing
rivalry.
it out there.
It's
Just
a
throwing it
rivalry
out
game.
there.
It's a rivalry game. We talk.
You
I don't know. I don't think that's one of the ones though. I don't think that's one of the ones that somebody could pull it off somehow, some way. I
I'm
really don't. I
hey,
really think
if I
Bama's
was
got
you,
it.
I'm putting money on it. Oh,
But the other thing is, you have to ask yourself, almost the top. I mean, almost the top 10, like, who can be beat? I think Louisville is in. Oh, Louisville and Florida State are locked in for the ACC championship. Florida
yes,
State's playing with a
yes,
backup quarterback.
yes,
Louisville's number 10. These are just
yes.
questions. These are questions. I don't
These
expect you
are
to
just,
have the answer.
I hear you. I hear you. I forgot
Now,
who Louisville has to play.
if you have them, I'm gonna put them on a parlay. But if you don't,
I know.
and then
Because,
Missouri, I don't think Missouri is in contention for a championship. So usually that makes a big difference. But again, Alabama plays Georgia in the SEC championship. Whoever wins, if Bama can pull that out, that's a big
hey,
question mark, right?
whole
But
new,
then you have
whole
to
new
see
ball
Texas.
game. Whole new ball
What is
game.
Texas? Texas is a Big 12.
Texas, my dear, I think that Big 12. Oh, okay,
Right.
now.
So
Texas is the Big 12. Good memory. Big 12,
yeah,
Texas.
but see, in the Big 12, so Big 12 doesn't do East and West. So they don't have any
No.
locks at this point. So it's going to be the top two teams in the conference. So
True.
that's a question. And then last but not least, Washington has to play Oregon, will likely play Oregon in the Pac-12 championship. What happens if Oregon beats Washington? So now Washington's one loss is Oregon. Oregon's one loss is Washington. I mean, it could get very sick. It's very possible that there'll only be two undefeated teams. Right now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very possible we'll only have 1, 2, 3 by the end of this week, or by the end of the championship, or the conference championship.
All right. So you got your own chaos theory. I don't know. I just don't want to even think about it right now. All I got on my mind is OSU and the team whose name we shall not mention. And I can't think about these other games right now. I got them marked to watch. And I'm like,
you know what? As a fan, I can't blame you. I can't blame you.
I can't. My mind is just blown. All these teams
Well,
and
let me ask
all
you
of them.
one more. Let me ask you an easy question. Calm down. Calm down. We are getting you worked up today because it is
I
getting
know.
hectic. The end of the season.
I know.
Let me ask you one more question. How do you feel? Okay, so this year is the last year that the top four teams
Oh,
will make it to the championship. Next year,
I
they're
can't
going
do it.
to a 12-team championship. Do you like it? Do you not like it? How do you feel about it?
I do not like it. I don't. I don't. Not by a fluke of nature. You can be knocked out just because I gotta play one more extra game or something. Well, I know. I take that back. If I think I'm right, they say the top four is over here, but they still have to play the Michigan was
No, I
playing
think
number 25.
no,
I couldn't.
no. You turned it into March Madness. It's top
I did.
12 teams, not
I did.
25 teams. First of all, second of all, if it's like the FCS already does it this way. They already don't do a top four. They do multiple teams. And it looks like
I,
the first round team 1, 2, 3, and 4 don't play in the first round. You kind of
that's what they
compete
said.
to play
You're right.
4,
You're right.
compete or it's like maybe it's 6 of us. Like you compete to play 1, you compete to play 5. Like if you're in the top 6, I think you don't actually play the first round, something like that. I got a screenshot I'll send you. You
Yeah.
know what? I
I
kind
gotta
of
be
don't like
there.
it. I kind of don't like it because it's like, where does it
Reese.
end? What?
I like Reese's comment. I like the 4 team competition. I
That was
said,
his
Reese, I
comment.
agree with you. That was his comment. He said he likes the 4 team competition.
That
I
wasn't
like it
worth.
too.
That wasn't worth repeating. That wasn't a phenomenal comment. I thought you had something good to say.
No,
I
no.
I just feel like,
I have a
where does
phenomenal
it
say.
end? Do you end it at a March Madness type of bracket? I don't like it.
Oh heck no. I can't deal with it. The four the 12 team is bad enough. I mean, look at the top 10. We already if and this and if and that and if and this and if and that and what if and what. That's only the top 10. We add 2 more to that.
But it's not even a top. But that's not what you add in though. You're not even talking. This top 10 in maybe it's not likely. It's like the top 6 are the top 6. But then you add a
Right.
top 12. Then you're talking about, okay, should 13, 14, and 15 be it?
Team
Which
play.
one of
Yeah.
these teams? And I don't know. I don't know what stops you from expanding it. And then, like I said, making it a whole March. And this is football. Like that's a lot of
I
football to
know.
play.
I
It's a
know.
lot of
I know.
extra games.
Hey, hey, I'm with Booger. This is not a beauty pageant. This is sock 'em in the mouth. This is football. I rest my case.
Yeah, you need to go. Go rest for sure. Well, that's all I had, Gee. We just wanted to give our recap like we
Oh,
trying to do every week on the playoff rankings, and we go watch some games starting Friday. So
yes,
Friday and
yes.
Saturday, we go
Is it
eat some
Ole Miss?
turkey and watch some
Ole
games.
Miss?
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
not.
All
I'm
right.
not. I'm
I'm
not.
Kelly, like the color,
Oh, and I'm D like the butter.
and this is Saturday Hangover. Like, subscribe, follow, send Gee a new hat, whatever floats your boat. We'll see y'all on Sunday.